We're going to do Streamyard, and we're just going to go over some of the settings and some of the things that you do to be able to actually just get you a live stream going, all right? So, first thing you're going to see is your Streamyard stuff or whatever over here on the side. You got broadcasts, videos, destinations, and you got your members. Your videos are pretty much all the things that we've done in the past. You'll be able to go back here into shows if you wanted to. You can pull them up and you can actually start editing if you wanted to. Grabbing, we have to learn how to be able to push past the past and be able to know that we always grabbing old footage and trimming it if we need to, um, etc. with this stuff, right? So that's that. We go over here. So all your shows, when we pop up and we're done with them, they'll come over here to video. So you never have to worry about them. They automatically load up to our account. We have we got 50 hours worth of storage of recording time. So we're pretty good on that. The destinations, you'll be able to see exactly where they go to. We have this new thing called Reels that we're going to explore. And we have all of our places that we need to be able to go. But if we need to add a destination, we'll hook up that person's account to our StreamYard, and then we'll go to all the destinations that they need to go to hook them up. All right. But usually we'll be doing all of our stuff from either our Pot Boiler, our Waukegan Wellness, or any of the shows that we're doing, the Hub Studios, any of that stuff, we'll be able to hook up to those. And we can actually be hooked up to multiple. So we can be able to have Waukegan Wellness as a show and have the Hub Studios actually even broadcasting it. So just different ways. Pop Boiler Media could be broadcasting it as well. So it's just different ways you could be able to multi-stream and also use all of those platforms and using their audience. Members is just something you could be able to see who's invited inside of here. So if I give you full control, saying you're the admin, gave you admin access that you can now invite members and stuff like that. And I can limit you can limit their roles. You can be able to go in here and be like, okay, you can remove them from the team. You can pretty much do a bunch of different things with an admin role. So going back up to broadcast, and we're going to create you can see your past. Same thing as videos pretty much, but over here you can come over here and you can download the recordings. You can download them separately if you want to. You can do recordings and you can do audio. So you have multiple ways of being able to do this thing, and it'll be, I'll show you the reason why it's important sometimes to even be able to download the audio. What I would suggest is getting folders together where you got the videos and all the shows, just so you can be able to have them on a backup, and we can have them in we can create another folder inside of workspace or whatever to be able to have all of our live streams and the names of the shows, so we can have it all lined up. But anyway, we're going to go over here to upcoming. As soon as this stuff loads up. All right, cool. And then we're going to go to create, and we're going to go to live stream. And studio. So then what you do is you pick the destination. So like I said, you can go Waukegan Wellness, you can go Pot Boiler, that's just GWDC, the hub. We can do that right now. That's just what we're doing, but we don't need to do GWDC. So we can do those, all right? So this is a test again. Land health. And so what would the So what we're doing with this stuff is you're going to be able to find definitions or whatever the show title is. We'll have those show titles already laid out, and we need to be able to have descriptions of what those shows are. Either we're getting that description from the people who we know what the name of the show is, and we get a description, or we create a description because we're the ones who's running the show. So we can do things like that, and just creating order within the shows. So go to customize for each destination. You can come over here. You can actually put whatever you want on each platform. So if you wanted to say something about the Hub Studios will be hosting this event, Pot Boiler Media is the marketing company that's doing this, and Waukegan Wellness is the actual company that's being shot. So you can actually put those in the descriptions if you want to, and kind of put them in a way that will feel comfortable and be organized when they're actually on those particular pages. So create, enter into your studio, and then so it's going to give you the option to be able to use your cameras. Me, I already had it hooked up, so it went straight to the cameras that I'm here. I'm at home, so settings. But you can go to settings, and what it's going to do is give you a bunch of options of which cameras you can pick. You're going to most likely, when we're doing this, you'll be posted up with the Mevos. So you'll always pick the Mevos, and then wherever your sound is coming from, oh yeah, you can pick high def 1080, and then wherever the sound is coming from, you'll be able to pick it from there as well, which will most likely be from the Mevos, or if we have our mic already plugged in, then that name of that mic will pop back in. So here we go back into settings. Then you can put the display name. I'm just going to keep it just a thought right now, but you can change this. Then you go to enter studio, and you pop up. And so you put this here, add to stream. And that's when you have this big screen right here. And then I'll get off into these controls for you so you can see what's going on, right? So as you start to build out your show, you can put banners over here. So usually what I do in mine is I got a banner. You can create something for people so we can be able to bring this type of stuff into the show. Let's just say if somebody had, we wanted to switch topics, you know what I'm saying? So now the topic has changed. We can stop this one. Bam. The show topic has changed. You can go in here, boom. Show topic change. We can pop it up on the screen, however we want to. And then you just take it off by clicking it again. Create a banner. You can scroll it across. Be like, next. What's next? Add a banner. Boom. So I did it like a ticker, but let me see something. You just play around with this stuff, you know what I'm saying? So you got all these different options. You got branding. So you come over here, like I got this up, boom. You can put that. Whatever the show is, Pot Boiler's doing it, whatever, it doesn't matter. If it's a Waukegan Wellness show and all of these companies like Pot Boiler and the Hub are entered, I would use Waukegan Wellness logo because it's a Waukegan Wellness logo. We can come down here and you can create overlays if you wanted to. You can come over here and let me see, so overlay, you can do this type of stuff. Just different things if you wanted to brand it a little bit more. You can go over to Canva because we do have a Canva account, and you could be able to create some stuff that start branding the actual show, which will make it even cooler. You can start using video loops. So we got video clips, like if you need a 30-second count in, I use this all the time in my show. So it's like, and the cool thing about it is it automatically mutes the mic too. So when you're doing that, you can give a 30-second count into the show. That way it gives you enough time to come up here and go live as well. You can use background music. We're going to be able to do this. If somebody's talking and it's a story that needs to be told, and we want to be able to bring in the music and make it sound real good while they're talking, we can do that type of stuff, bringing it down. You can have it looped. You don't have to have it looped. And then you just pause it as they're doing it. So it can be like, hey, this is that story, and then you bring in that different type of vibe and that different type of aura. You can mess around. You can add music. You can come in and bring in some music. You can go on stock what is it? The thing that we got story blocks, and you can go and grab stuff from off of there if you want to. That'll be a little bit more cooler, and we can do that as well. So, private chat. These are the things that's going to pop up when it's going to be people that are going to be asking questions, and when they got comments and they want to ask questions, you can actually hit them back, and that it brings in that interaction throughout the show. And if, let's just say, if they have a question that they want to ask, we can be able to bring it across, and we can have question time for people out in the audience, so they could be able, and we could be able to answer some of the questions. So that's cool. um so over here, you want to be able to do is bring in video files. You could bring in slides. You could add an extra camera. And so if it was an extra camera, like if I wanted to be able to use my iPhone, I could be able to do that as well. And so go to video and file, and let's just say we wanted to bring in something. We want to bring in a quick video. I don't want to make it crazy. So let's just do this. Yeah. Pay attention. So now you bringing in videos, and you do this stuff before the show actually starts. That way you won't have to worry about it coming in and starting and you don't want it to stop. This is your place where you start getting everything together. And let's just say if I only wanted to play a particular part of this video, I'll get this together before I start the show, and I'll leave it there, and then I can label this as well. So I can enter a name or whatever, right? And so I can be like, okay, I'm going to play this one third. So third video. Just to label it for something that you can be able to remember when you're going to play this, because then now you might have to another video, and you can leave that just like that, and then you come back over here, and also you can be able to do, if it's a story, news story type of stuff, you can play it like this. Or if two people want to be able to be on screen to be able to see it, you can have two people. But you always got to make sure that you're stopping it, because it'll always continue to keep going. So we can bring in another video. A lot of these shows will have intros. So you'll be playing the intro first and then going into whatever it is. So let me see if I got some stuff. Everybody's stuff is pretty much where it needs to be at. Let me see if I can find an intro or something for you. Yeah, let's do this one.
We're going to talk about everything that is happening here in District 60. The things that are...
First show starts off with the intro. You go into the intro, and et cetera, et cetera. I really don't think I have to over-explain this to you. And then, let's just say if you got slides in here as well. I told you about extra cameras. Now, invites. So let's just say if somebody's going to be a guest appearance on the show, what you do is you can send them this link here. And then what it does is it allows them to be able to come in on the show. So you can send a link to them. So I'm going to do an example. Send a link. You can email it, or you can copy it through Messenger, however you want to. And let's just say we're going to send an email. So let's do this. Alright, so compose. We're going to send this to, I'm going to send this to myself. And then, bam. The message sent. Let me go back over here to where I'm at. And then now that person can be able to be added into with using Streamyard. So let me do my thing over here. Let me see. Let's get in here. Let's get in here. All right. All right, cool. Yeah, so hold on, let me cut this off. But you get the drift. You know what I'm saying? So now you could be able to send people over and they could be able to come into the show, do what it is that they need to do. You can put them up and face to face them, do whatever it is, and you can create the stream of it, man. So um, that's pretty much. And then after that, once you have everything set up, if you have everything where you need to be at, you sent out your invites to everybody, you got your shows lined up, you got everything the way that you want it to be, pretty much all you have to do now is just go live. And once you go live, you make sure that there it is, bam, you just press the blue button and it's pretty much a done deal. And then as soon as it's done, it'll download it. It asks you, do you want to download it? You download it immediately, and then you can be able to go over and see where the show is, right? So we're going to leave this stream. And that's that far as setting up the live stream, all right?